Imagine this. You're alone in a tent, miles from civilization. The campfire has burned down to glowing embers. The forest is silent except for the distant sound of leaves moving in the wind. Somewhere nearby, a wolf catches your scent. A black bear wanders through the trees. A mountain lion watches from high above on a rocky ledge. You're asleep, completely unaware. If predators are born to hunt, why aren't you already dead? The answer isn't because predators are kind. It's because the most successful predators on Earth don't attack everything they see. They calculate. And for millions of years, humans have been one of the riskiest calculations in nature. But that's only part of the story. Because the biggest reason predators usually avoid sleeping humans isn't what most people think. To understand why, we have to stop thinking like humans and start thinking like a predator. Every hunt comes with a cost. A lion chasing a zebra can be kicked hard enough to break its jaw. A wolf hunting an elk risks being trampled. A leopard can be gored by a wild boar. For wild predators, even a single serious injury can be life-threatening. They don't have hospitals or medicine. If they can't hunt, they may not eat again. That's why predators don't simply ask, "Can I kill it?" They ask, "Is it worth the risk?" And surprisingly, a sleeping human rarely looks like the safest answer. But if we're asleep and defenseless, why would we still seem dangerous? The answer begins with something predators trust more than their eyes, their noses. Long before a wolf or bear sees you, it usually smells you. Humans have a scent unlike the prey most predators evolved to hunt. Deer, elk, antelope, seals, and wild pigs all carry familiar scent signatures that predators have recognized for thousands of generations. Humans smell different. Smoke, soap, plastic, fuel, cooked food, synthetic clothing. To a predator, that's unfamiliar. And in nature, unfamiliar often triggers caution before curiosity. Researchers studying North American black bears have found that many wild bears choose to avoid humans entirely, often leaving an area long before people even know they were there. But smell alone isn't enough to explain it. There's another reason predators hesitate, and it goes back thousands of years. For much of history, humans weren't just surviving predators, we became predator hunters. Ancient people defended camps with fire. They worked together in groups. They used spears, traps, and eventually bows. Large carnivores that approached humans often faced something they didn't expect: resistance. Over time, many predator populations learned through experience that humans are unusually dangerous. Young bears learn from their mothers. Wolf pups observe experienced pack members. Mountain lions that survive encounters with people often become more cautious afterward. This isn't because predators know history. It's because experience, and in some species, learned behavior passed from adults to young, shapes how they respond to humans. So even when you're asleep, the predator doesn't know if 10 other humans are nearby. To the animal, your campsite could hide noise, fire, dogs, or people carrying weapons, and suddenly, that easy meal doesn't seem so easy anymore. But here's where many people get it wrong. Most people believe predators spend their lives searching for any chance to attack. Reality is almost the opposite. Predators spend far more time avoiding unnecessary fights than starting them. In Yellowstone National Park, wolves regularly pass through areas used by hikers without confrontation. Mountain lions in western North America often move silently around human settlements at night, avoiding contact whenever possible. Most people never realize those predators were even there. The goal isn't to kill everything. The goal is to survive. Which brings us to one of the biggest myths about predators. Myth: sleeping automatically makes you easy prey. Reality: stillness doesn't always mean weakness. Many prey animals rest quietly before exploding into action. A resting moose can kill a wolf with one kick. Wild boars have severely injured lions and leopards. Even seemingly harmless prey can fight back with surprising force. Predators know appearances can be deceptive. Humans are even more unpredictable. A sleeping person might suddenly wake up. They might scream. They might fight. Others nearby might join in within seconds. From a predator's perspective, uncertainty is expensive, and nature usually rewards caution. Still, if humans are so risky, why do attacks happen at all? Because predators don't all behave the same. Most attacks occur under unusual circumstances. A starving predator may become desperate enough to accept risks it would normally avoid. An injured animal that can no longer catch its usual prey may target slower or unfamiliar animals. Some bears lose their natural fear after repeatedly finding food at campsites. Certain lions and tigers have become man-eaters after injury, old age, or repeated exposure to vulnerable people. Mistaken identity also plays a role. Some shark attacks occur because surfers resemble seals from below. These situations are real, but they're exceptions, not the rule. For the vast majority of healthy wild predators, humans are simply not preferred prey. There are usually safer, more familiar options available, and that reveals the final piece of the puzzle. Nature rewards efficiency. Every hunt burns energy. Every chase carries risk. Every injury could be fatal, so predators naturally favor prey they've evolved to understand. They know how deer run. They know where elk escape. They know how seals behave. Humans don't fit those patterns. We're loud, we travel in groups, we build fires, we use lights, we defend one another. To a predator, we're one of the least predictable animals in the forest, and unpredictability often outweighs opportunity. So let's return to that campsite. You're asleep. The forest is quiet. Somewhere beyond the trees, glowing eyes briefly lock onto your tent. The predator smells you. It studies the unfamiliar scent. It remembers that humans often mean trouble. It senses uncertainty. Then it makes a calculation older than civilization itself. Not, can I attack? But, should I? Most of the time, the answer is no, not because predators are gentle, not because you're invisible, but because the smartest hunters survive by knowing when not to hunt. And while you sleep peacefully, the greatest predator in the forest may quietly turn around and disappear back into the darkness, leaving behind one of nature's most fascinating untold stories.